speaking, laughing, and clapping of hands, with which the old home customs were introduced in the new land. There I wore a dark calico dress and sunbonnet, both made by poor Mrs. McCutcheon of the Donner Party, who had to take in sewing for a livelihood; but to the seminary I should wear Grandpa's gift, a costly alpaca, changeable in the sunlight to soft mingling bluish and greenish colors of the peacock. Its wide skirt reached to my shoe tops, and the gathers to its full waist were gauged to a sharp peak in front. A wide open V from the shoulder down to the peak displayed an embroidered white Swiss chemisette. The sleeves, small at the wrist, were trimmed with folds of the material and a quilling of white lace at the hand. On the all-important morning, Grandma was anxious that I should look well, and after she had looped my braids with bows of blue ribbon and fastened my dress, she brought forth my dainty bonnet, her own gift. Deft fingers had shirred the pale blue silk over a frame which had been cut down from lady's size, arranged an exquisite spray of Maréchal Niel rosebuds and foliage on the outside, and quilled a soft white ruching around the face, which emphasized the Frenchy style and finish so pleasing to Grandma. Did I look old-fashioned? Yes, for Grandma said, "Thou art like a picture I saw somewhere long ago." Then she continued brightly, "Here are thy mitts and thy little embroidered handkerchief folded in a square. Carry it carefully so it won't get mussed before the company see it, and come not back late for milking." The seminary playground was so noisy with chatter and screams of joy that it was impossible to remember all the games we played, and later the dining room and its offerings were so surprising and so beautifully decorated that the sight nearly deprived me of my appetite. "Mumps! Bite a pickle and see if it ain't so!" exclaimed a neighbor to whom Georgia was showing her painful and swollen face. True enough, the least taste of anything sour produced the telltale shock. But the most aggravating feature of the illness was that it developed the week that Sister Aletha and Mr. Benjamin W. Wilder were married in Sacramento, and when they reached Sonoma on their wedding tour we could not visit with them because neither had had the disease. They came to our house, and we had a hurried little talk with a closed window between us, and were favorably impressed by our tall brother Ben, who had very blue eyes and soft brown hair. He was the second of the three Wilder brothers, who had been among the early gold seekers and tried roughing it in the mines. Though a native of Rhode Island and of Puritan ancestry, he was quite Western in appearance. Though not a wealthy man, he had a competency, for he and his elder brothers were owners of an undivided half of Ranchos de los Cazadores, 3 leagues of land in Sacramento Valley, which was well stocked with horned cattle and good horses. He was also interested in a stage line running between Sacramento and the gold regions. He encouraged Aletha in her wish to make us members of their household, and the home they had to offer us was convenient to public schools, yet for obvious reasons they were now silent on the subject. End of chapter 29. Recording by Miriam Esther Goldman.